I'm Mochismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Manufactured chaos or accelerated chaos. One thing's undeniable that it is rampant in our world today. And it's no wonder why to a lot of us who are very aware of what's going on. We see that the powers that be are the chaos that exists. So much so where they're manufacturing chaos at the lower level, if you're following me. We are fortunate, the ones of you who have wakened up from the chaos, and that chaos that we knew was manufactured by way of a narcissist. Now, superimpose that into the world at large. The powers that be, when you see the chaos, the inward fighting amongst one another, which is not really real fighting, it's chaos, undeniable, it's chaos, but it's fighting about things that they really truly don't care deeply about as far as the subject matter. Their biggest concern is a power trip. As you know, narcissists really don't care about the issue that they are bent out of shape about. It's all their arterial motive is because they need to gain control. They need to be the one that has the control. So if it's a policy, they may give you the impression that they are really about this law being changed, but they're more so concerned about this law being passed so they can get that endorsement that this was my idea. And you say, man, you don't know what people's intentions are when they do what they do. Yeah, we do. We do. Many times, awakened empaths, chosen ones, we know what the intentions are. And this is the thing that the naysayers will say against those who are awake. Because this is supposed to douse the water on the flame. And for many years, many decades, and even some centuries, they've been able to convince the masses that we were the problem. Because when we start making noise about things that don't make sense, and we help people understand the nonsense that they're buying into, we are deemed the ones that are problematic. We are deemed the ones that are creating issues. We are the renegades. We are the ones that are, trying to create this thing that really doesn't exist from us. It actually exists from the people who we are exposing. So that's the double reverse. That's how a narcissist works one-on-one. They will give people the illusion that you are the problem when in fact they are the originator of the problem. And when you tell the awakened one, when we tell the person that no, we're not the problem like they're telling you, they are the problem. So this is the double reverse because now not only have they beat you to the punch, but they have the people who they've gassed up with this phony, fake, false information, thinking that you're just trying to pass the buck. You're just trying to not own up to responsibility of this or that behavior. And see, they secure themselves because they know themselves in the way that they move, but they don't want no part of that behavior, so they want to offload it on you. So everything that they are, they label you being that. So the chaos I see in the world today with certain peoples with power, position, and influence, they are continuing to add wood to this fire of chaos. A lot of these things that are manufactured chaos, that I can believe are manufactured chaos, They hyper and superimpose things in the media, giving us, the machine, because we are a part of that machine. When they superimpose this mindset, these ideologies, these superimposed chaos, and things like that, we buy right into it. But the critical thinker, no, we don't buy into it. A lot of these things are manufactured. You have the California wildfires. You've had those wildfires every single year for as long as I can remember. And California has some of the most expensive real estate in the world. And they just rebuild. Like nobody's business. Who's paying for that? I'll wait. And a lot of the world are just oblivious to the fact that a lot of this stuff is manufactured chaos. Right now, you're going to have some people come in, investors with deep pockets are going to buy up this land for little or nothing, pennies on the dollar. They'll give these homeowners a little bit of insurance money and tell them, go your way. And most often that person won't rebuild there, which is what they're betting on. And these high stakes, deep pocket real estate guys or big wigs, they're going to buy up these desolate areas, and in the snap of a finger, they're going to have brand new real estate there, and to capitalize off of that tragedy or that chaos. See, the powers that God is allowing to exist in the world are capitalizing on the chaos, so it seems. But enough is never enough. Now let's go to a lower scale, you and I. Let's keep it basic and realistic, something that you guys can really relate to, notwithstanding the California fires and all the other atrocities that we hear about nonstop. Let's get back to us. Narcissistic personality disorder is driven on chaos. It's driven by chaos. Without chaos, narcissists cannot exist. They'll decompose, they'll disintegrate. This is why I believe God is allowing us to awaken in a big way. Because time's up. Yeah, time's up. It may not be a hell of a lot of people who are waking up, but the ones who are waking up are speaking up and speaking out. And we're not only speaking out, we're speaking specifics. We're speaking directly to the problem. We're being able to, or we're able to illustrate and lay out in stark detail exactly what you who may not be awake today are going through. We're able to illustrate it in stark detail, A, B, C, D, and we can tell you what you're dealing with while you're yet dealing with it. How can we know what you're dealing with? And we're not even in your house. We're not even in your workplace. We're not even in your relationship. We're not even in your friend circle, but we can tell you exactly what you're dealing with. So it's amazing when you come out of this and you wake up, you see the world differently, not just individuals you meet on a daily basis. It expands your mind to beyond just what's in front of you. You begin to see the world at large in a whole new way. And it's disturbing, concerning, liberating, all at the same time. So although our calling is to expose the narcissist and all the evil deeds that they are trying to inflict into the world by way of other humans, offload their BS on you. We're also going to expand to let you guys know in our economics, in our demographics, in our political arenas, these things are very, very rampant as well. So being out of a relationship with a narcissist doesn't cease, and it doesn't cease the chaos because you go to work every day, you have a political position, and you have things that concern you in your community. Because if you're concerned about the school your child goes to, you're concerned about the job you work at, and the rights and the lack of rights, and the insurances and whatnot. That is politics. So we can say we're not into politics, and I get that part. But everything we deal with and touch on a daily basis deals with politics. So to that degree, I am involved in politics because some of the things that matter at the community level or the local level bother me, and I'm concerned about them. Our justice system, there are some things within it that need attention, and I believe God is giving me the insight and the information to see these things. And so what I'm going to do is continue to be able to speak, and I'm going to continue to try to be a beacon to change it as much as I can. And everyone has a calling. You have to really, really look deep within. Sit back, understand what that calling is for you. Push forward towards it. You don't have to run. You don't have to be in a hurry. Just be attentive. Allow some of these things to concern you that didn't concern you before. And if they do, you're part of the game changers. That makes you part of the game changers. Because closed mouths don't get fed and closed minds don't get led. You have to see yourself as an instrument to be used. But this chaos that I see and I think about often in the world, it's mind-boggling if you took time enough to be overly concerned about it. But if you took just a little time just to look at the dynamics and how this stuff is formed, and most of all, look at how most of it is frivolous and most of it is repetitive. It's a revolving, recycled chaos. In short, don't be moved or amused by a lot of the things that you hear and read. It's just narcissists looking for attention. That being said, bless.